Folks filing into Fenway Park here in Boston on a fine Thursday evening for baseball. Tonight, the road trip continues with the first of 4 between the New York Yankees and the Boston Red Sox. So the Bronx Bombers are looking to make history here today. Can they break the all-time winning streak record? We'll see right after this. Nate Eovaldi gets the ball for the Red Sox in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft, you can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Now here's a fastball up that he sends in the air out to fairly deep center field. Benintendi is there, and he makes the catch for the out. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Nero, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Yeah, Matty, you take a look at this lineup. The one thing that jumps out is the fact that they are last in stolen bases. They are station to station trying to hit the ball out of the ballpark, trying to get in good counts and drive the baseball out of the yard to create their runs.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now as he enters this one with an absurdly high batting average. Definitely one of the most dangerous hitters in the league these days. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Martinez has a read on it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting third.
Into the box now, Eric Logan. First at bat for him as he enters play third in the American League batting race.
What a powerhouse season in the top 10 in home runs and runs batted in. He's also one of the most feared hitters in all of baseball.
And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. This guy's been producing at the plate all year long, and this at-bat is no different. He's probably surprised it didn't leave the yard after the season he's having, but he'll just have to settle for a double.
Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Cody Bellinger. He's currently 4th in the AL in RBIs, and he's got a chance to add to that total right here. Liner toward right center, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. The throw into second, but he'll get in there with an RBI double.
Every manager and every pitcher in the league loves to play with an early lead, and they've got one here. Back-to-back doubles put them up by a run with the opportunity to stretch the lead here with another dangerous hitter set to step up.
Juan Soto to the plate now. And there's a base hit on the line. The run scores from second. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Yeah, Dan, he's got to feel pretty good about that. Not only did he have a great AB, first pitch hacking, but he smoked that ball to mix in a ribby knock.
Well, he did. He must have had a pretty good plan of attack walking into that batter's box, and he had an idea of the pitch that he was going to get, and boy, he sure turned it loose and buggy whipped that one.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu, as he begins this one as the 4th leading hitter in the American League.
This guy can do just about everything when he's in the lineup. In the top 5 in the league in runs scored, and he's a big part of this offense. So there's more to this guy than just swinging the bat. He can get on base, too.
And even a pitch out can't do the trick. He's in there at second. So he swipes second despite the pitch out.
Yeah, it seemed like everyone in the building knew he was going to be running there, right? Didn't make a difference, though. He got a great jump and absolutely burned it down to second to get in safely.
The 1-0. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. Throw to second, but he's in there. As also on the play, a run comes across to score. And the streak is alive. As you can see on the graphic, he creeps ever closer to the big number 56.
Amazing what this guy has been able to do. Think about the pressure every day he gets to the ballpark. Members of the media asking about the streak. Can he keep it going? Is he looking forward down the line? Amazing how he's been able to concentrate through all of it.
Hit high and deep is straightaway right field. Back goes Betts at the track. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 196 for his career. And that'll stake the Yankees to a 5-0 lead now. And we'll take one more look at the big one. 100 home runs in a season. Can you believe it?
Batting eighth,
Giancarlo Stanton
the
now.
designated hitter, Giancarlo.
Yes, he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit. And you see on the graphic right there that his hitting streak will indeed live on as he just continues to hit the ball well.
Just classic confidence at the box right now. You put your head on the pillow at night, you know you're on time. You get up, get dressed, drive to the ballpark, you expect to catch a couple barrels.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and that'll bring up the former American League Rookie of the Year, Big Aaron Judge. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Oh, and he can't reel it in out there. And the recovery is too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
Boy, that's what wheels can do for you, Hero. You can see this right here on this replay. He just simply outruns the White Rabbit. He just outruns the baseball.
Yeah, it's beautiful to watch. You know why? Because this is the one tool you can't teach. You can take countless ground balls. You can hit till your hands bleed. But if you got no wheels, newsflash, you got no wheels.
Your attention, please. Now,
here comes the Red Sox manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart most likely to a chorus of boos here as he just didn't have it today as he leaves without being able to finish an inning. And add one more as this is now a 6-0 ball game.
Man, you never want to say a game is over in the first inning. There's still a lot of time left to come back and rally, but down 6-0 is an awfully big hole to dig yourself out of, and the inning isn't even over yet.
2 men on, 2 out, and into bat next, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now Rizzo belts one, carrying well to right field. Gone. He finds the short porch for a home run. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches, and this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
In now, Eric Logan. Yes, he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit. Another multi-hit game for him here tonight. No surprise there as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you can see there, he currently sits third in the AL in that category. Now in the box, Cody Bellinger. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
And it's in time at first, and finally, at long last, the side is retired. But not before they hang a 9 spot on him here to really open up this ball game. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Yankees 9. Tim Hill will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at one of the game's top strikeout pitchers. He's averaging over 11 strikeouts per 9 innings so far on the season. We'll know if he's on early by seeing a lot of swings and misses.
Digging in now, Eduardo Nunez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The Red Sox, the designated hitter, Eduardo Nunez.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there for strike 1, 0-1. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams. a year you get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Hit to third. Oh, just a brutal hop, and it goes right by him. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Batting second, the second baseman, Justin Pedroia.
He's set. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. Pedroia is really a well-balanced hitter. That doesn't seem to matter whether he's facing a right-hander or a lefty. He makes a lot of loud contact either way, which is quite rare in today's game.
Yeah, you can tell this guy really pays attention, puts time in the cage, studies the video, seems to always have a game plan, and is not off balance too much.
Nunez gets his lead at first, nobody out. This is on the ground over to first. And Pedroia's got himself a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
The average at 284 to begin play. 25 homers and 71 runs batted in. The 0-2 delivery, and the sinking fastball called strike three, and that's out number one. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, you have to be really impressed with what J.D. Martinez does for this offense. He's working on a 6-game hit streak right now. That's almost a week, so I expect to see his hot hitting continue.
Here's the first pitch to him. Skied into straightaway right. Judge is under it. 2 gone. Striding in for Boston, Andrew Benintendi. He'll get to take his first cuts here. In there, 0-1. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, we got a good one behind the dish today in Ed Drummond. Well liked by all people, pitchers, batters, managers. All you want as a player is the ability to talk to someone. And that's what Ed does. He gives you that chance.
Zero, you hit a nail right on the head. He has a real long fuse. He's not afraid to let a hitter or a pitcher, I'm not saying complain about a particular pitch, but he's not the guy that's going to get mad and throw somebody and give him the boot just because a guy doesn't like a pitch.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Boston strands a couple. They're down 9-0. Coming to the plate now, Juan Soto looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
And this will get all the way to the wall now. And the Yankees are in business here. It's a leadoff double. But baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
Yeah, and you've got to ride these streaks as long as you possibly can, and he's doing that coming in right here. Came into this game on fire with the stick, and he's doing that here.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. Into the box now, DJ LeMahieu. He swings and sends it on a line to right center. Boy, and call off the dogs already as this is down for extra bases. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
Well, we've already had some hard-hit balls in the first 2 innings here, and here's another one. Absolutely jumped off his bat and into the outfield, bringing another run home here in the early going.
Here's Brett Gardner now. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Catch made out there in center field as the runner will tag from second. And he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with one gone.
So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game. They scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact, and they opted to take the out at first instead.
Here's big Aaron Judge. Into center field, line drive base hit. So that 2-out success means Gary Sanchez will get to hit here.
Now batting.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Gary Sanchez. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First delivery to him on the way. This is line to left. And this is a fair ball as it makes its way out toward the monster. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Into the box, Anthony Rizzo, and he puts it on the ground to second. Throw is in time, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as the side is retired. Here's Steve Pearce now. He's hitting in the 270s on the season coming into this one. Strike one to start the at-bat. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Man, I know exactly what this guy's feeling at the plate. Here we go again. Every time you're struggling, you look up, and it says 0-2.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And let's focus on outfielder Brett Gardner. You need a center fielder, he can play there. You need a corner spot, he's got that covered too. He has baseball acumen, awareness, a savvy for the game. Even if the offense lags a little bit, defense is always on point.
To short, hit hard. Well, and he has some trouble with it. In the dirt, and he can't quite dig it out. So chalk that one up as an E6, and he really can't believe it out there. Here's Brock Holt now. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1. Fouled away. Holt, sometimes referred to as the Brock Star. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. Red Sox leave 1. They trail. Back now at Fenway Park, and here's Heidi Watney with a report.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. 8 of their hits have gone for extra bases. So they're not only putting the ball in play and getting on base, they are doing so with authority. And that has this dugout feeling awfully good about themselves, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Stepping in now, Cody Bellinger. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And it bangs off the monster. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, that's his second double of the game, and I thought it might have enough to get out of here. Banged it off the wall, and he's looking really good in this one.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Bellinger rounds third and is digging for the plate. He'll score easily as they extend their lead even further.
Some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by no matter what. Work the count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches, but when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch, it's hard not to go after it, and that's just what he does. He jumped all over it.
Slap hard the opposite way. Betts is right there as he takes it for the second out. Now batting, Brett Gardner, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here comes the first pitch. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 197 in his career as the blowout continues.
I think if this pitch would have been a little higher and in on his hands, it would have been effective. But he left this one belt high. Big mistake. He's a guy that will feast on belt high pitches on the inner half, which is pretty obvious now.
Standing in now, Giancarlo Stanton. As he puts it on the ground to third. Gonna be a tough play. On to Pierce at first, and the inning is over. So 3 runs on 3 hits, including. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the utility man, Eduardo Nunez. Here's the first pitch to him. Right there for strike 1.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
A bouncer up the middle. And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single. Already 2 hits in the ball game as he's on base here in the home third. And you can see right there he currently sits second on the Red Sox in that category. Nunez on at first. Nobody out. And he falls behind 0-2. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Popped him up. Rizzo has a play. 1 down.
Now batting, the left fielder.
1 gone here in the Boston third. And into bat next, one of the best run producers in the land, J.D. Martinez. Now here's a swing and a high pop-up drifting into shallow right field. Logan takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
Now batting.
Next up for the Red Sox, Mookie Betts. He flew out in his last at-bat. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. A runner on first with 2 away. Fouled off.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
LeMahieu is there for it, and that ends the inning. Heath Hembry answers the call from the pen here in the fourth as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Ready once again, Aaron Judge. He singled his last time up. First offering on its way. Drives it out to deep right center field. Betts giving chase. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
The catcher, Gary.
So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Gary Sanchez. He doubled his last time through. High and deep to right. Back goes Betts to the track. He's through first and hustling for second. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double.
Well, he definitely puts a charge into this one, and the outfielder has zero chance to make a play on it. Next thing you know, the relievers in the pen have another ball to warm up with.
Into the box now, Anthony Rizzo. And that's through into right field for a base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Well, Dero, you know, they say records are made to be broken, and what a monster year this guy's had.
Yeah, there it is, Dan. Most RBIs in one season. I can't begin to tell you as a former offensive player what that means. You want to put biscuits in the basket, runs scored in ribbies, and this guy's the best in the business right now.
The batter, number 35.
At the plate, Cody Bellinger. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. A run on 2 hits for the Yankees. On now to the bottom half of inning number. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on. But you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle. And one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Logan takes it in. And there's one down now. Now at the plate, Steve Pearce. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Hit hard on the ground to second. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
No, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. Swing and a miss. Good screwball there, and he's in command. 0-2. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
No balls and a strike to count. 0-1, here it comes. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Well, based on that swing, I'd say this guy's got his A-game fastball working right now. The only way you're going to get to that pitch is you got to make an adjustment and get that front foot down a little earlier.
Judge will get there, and he puts it away. Now to the plate, Juan Soto. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
Number 22, Juan Soto.
Here's the first pitch to him. Line drive to left. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. Now at the plate, DJ LeMahieu. He's roped a couple of doubles in 3 trips to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit the other way out toward right field. Betts has a read on it. He's got it 1 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brett Gardner. Lifetime versus this pitcher. He's gone 2 for 8 from the stretch. Drilled to the right side. And that finds its way through for a base hit. The throw to third.
Every game the pitcher gets the lineup card, he circles the guy that can't beat him. Well, obviously he didn't circle this guy. That's his 3rd knock of the game, and he has been on fire lately.
Into the box, Giancarlo Stanton. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. And it's gone into the monster seats. A 3-run home run for Giancarlo Stanton. Something I thought we'd never see. 100 on the season as this lead got even wider. The long ball is playing in this one. That was the 4th blast of the game so far for this lineup. Dan Dero, what are your thoughts on what they're doing as a team so far?
Dero, I don't know what you think, but this is one of those cases where I think the hitters right now, they must be seeing beach balls up there right now with 4 bombs.
Now this ball's hit out to deep left center. Benintendi racing back. Gone! Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches. A solo home run there for Aaron Judge. So his remarkable season continues as they just continue to pour it on here.
Up next for the Yankees, the catcher, Gary.
Stepping in
Sanchez.
now, Gary Sanchez. Line towards center field. Benintendi is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Stepping up now, Anthony Rizzo. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. He's set, and the pitch. Line toward right center. Running hard, he's digging for second. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Wow, his manager must have a lot of faith in him, and I'm not sure why. He's given up 5 hits in this inning alone, and it doesn't look like it's going to come to an end anytime soon.
First offering on its way. Into center field, line drive base hit. And the runner from second is in to score.
Well, I'm not sure they can do anything different, but it comes a time where you have to call the dogs off. I mean, they've already scored 20 runs, and this thing ain't over yet. We might be here till midnight.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Martinez on the run. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Men come to the plate, however. 5 of them score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Behind 0-2 now. This is popped up. Rizzo is under it. 1 out.
Now batting, the designated
So it's back to the top of the order now. And that'll bring up the utility man, Eduardo Nunez. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now. Belted high in the air out to left. Soto going back on it. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The batter, number 15.
At the plate, Dustin Pedroia. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. That one catches the edge of the zone, called a strike. Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Pedroia carries a batting line little over the 260 mark. And the throw pulls him off the base, and the inning's going to continue.
Well, that's always the danger when you've got a lead that's this big. You know there's not a lot of doubt about the outcome of the game, so you lose focus a little bit in the field. And sometimes as a player, you try to trick yourself into playing like it's a close game, so you stay sharp.
Gardner is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Ryan Brazier gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. First pitch coming. Here it is.
The left fielder, number 22.
Left field and deep. Back goes Martinez. Not quite out of here as it's off the monster. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. First pitch on its way. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well.
The center.
Man, it's like deja vu all over again. Two well-hit back-to-back doubles that bring in a run. This one ends up going off the wall, and it looks like they've got a pretty good idea what this guy's trying to do to them out there. Definitely getting
high in the air and deep to left center field. Benintendi going back, and it's off the green monster.
Man, have a game, why don't you? With that RBI double, his 5th run driven into the game. He came to play in this one.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Giancarlo Stanton. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Hit high and deep to right center. Benintendi in pursuit. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and hit for third. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away. Digging in and looking for more, Aaron Judge. They've got 2 already home in the inning and a potential third waiting in the wings only 90 feet away. The 0-1 pitch. Lined hard to center field. And that's going to get down out there. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. So the base hit drives home their 3rd run of the inning and adds to his season total as we check out the league leaders in RBIs. And as you can see there, he's currently in 5th place in that department in the AL race. And there's a base hit on the line.
Now batting, the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
In now, Anthony Rizzo, as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Benintendi is there, 2 gone.
The batter.
So striding in, Eric Logan. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
This will kick up against the wall now. And the runner will score from second. And a relay to the plate. And not in time as the second run scores.
You simply cannot offer up a pitch like this to a hitter of this guy's magnitude, especially with runners on the bags. He makes a living off frozen ropes to the outfield like this, and that one drives in a pair.
First offering on its way. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Hey, that's a huge pitch for him right there. He's been struggling early. If he's able to get any feel on his secondary stuff, he might be able to hang around a little bit.
Shot toward right center. Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases. And to score, the runner from second.
Definitely an aggressive approach here, down to 0-2 in the count. Instead of shortening his swing and protecting the plate, he takes a big rip and is able to drive it deep for a couple of bases and an RBI.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. But this is right to Pedroia, and the inning is over. All told, 10 men come to the plate here. 6 of them score. On to the bottom. bats.
For the Red Sox.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Another 0-2 coming. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Grounded down the third baseline. And it's fouled away. And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1.
He's racking up a fair amount of strikeouts now out there. That's 6 to this point. So he's got good stuff, and he's fooling a lot of these hitters.
Popped him up. LeMahieu waits on it. 2 gone.
The first baseman.
So striding forward now, Steve Pearce. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs...
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Welcome back to Fenway Park here in the great city of Boston. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Matt Barnes enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Betts has a read on it. 1 away.
The center fielder, number 11.
Settling in now, Brett Gardner. Already 4 hits to his credit in this one, looking for a 5th in this at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that'll wind up a foul ball just to the right of Pesky's pole. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Liner toward right center. Around first, digging for 2. And that will hop over the wall now as he'll be awarded second base here. It's a ground rule double.
Stanton.
Standing in now, Giancarlo Stanton. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Already 4 RBIs in his pocket to this point. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. Oh, 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Hit hard to short. Over to the first baseman, Pearce, and there are 2 gone now. Digging in now for the Yankees, Aaron Judge. Career numbers against Matt Barnes. He's a .333 hitter. First pitch coming. Here it is. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Benintendi. And that's the 3rd out. 1 left for the Yankees. You can forgive them as they still hold an enormous lead. So stepping in, Rafael Devers.
Leading off
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Rafael Devers is sent packing to begin the bottom of the 7th. Popped him up. LeMahieu over to his right. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The batter.
Digging in, Blake Swihart. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. And he fouls this one off. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
That's out to left. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? You bet he does. 11 in a row set down, and the inning is over. Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Gary Sanchez. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Here comes the first pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. 8th inning from Fenway Park as you see the line score, and it's shades of the 2006 massacre as the Yankees lead it big over the home-standing Red Sox. Next for New York, Anthony Rizzo. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Here's the first pitch to him. This is pulled into right. Betts back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. Digging in, the switch hitter, Eric Lugo, who drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
Hard hit ball to second. On to first, and they don't come any easier than that. A 3-pitch inning, and so the batting order turns over now and set to go Eduardo Nunez. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Fouled away.
Get the chainsaw out today, boys. If he's going to throw back-to-back cutters like that, we are going to have some guys getting some wood blown up in their hands.
Fouled off. The next 0-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. Stepping into the box, Dustin Pedroia. Here's the pitch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
I mean, this offense has struggled because they haven't been able to make the adjustment. He stayed staunch on the outer half, and these guys have not worked the ball the other way.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Favorable call in there for a strike.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
That misses 1-2.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
No runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Heading after it is Judge. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
The left fielder.
Now at the plate, J.D. Martinez. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Gardner is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Down in order goes So coming to the plate, Cody Bellinger. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double.
Left fielder, Juan Soto.
Into the box now, Juan Soto. As he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Here's a chopper for the shortstop. And that's at number 1. Ready for another chance. DJ LeMahieu. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit sharply toward the right side. That's in there. Base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Roll, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
But they'll just get the one out here as the runner will get back safely at first.
Now that designated hitter.
Digging in to try it again, Giancarlo Stanton. And their runners at the corners now. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swinging a ball line hard towards short. In there. Base hit. And that ought to get the run in from third. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Sometimes it's hard to explain when a game is this lopsided. A lot of things just kind of snowball on you. One thing leads to another, a big hit, which leads to another, some bad defense, some shoddy pitching. Next thing you know, you look up and you're on the wrong side of a whole lot of bats.
Hard on the ground towards short, and that is through into left field, a base hit. And the second run will score as well.
Yeah, Matt, hard to stay focused on the game when the score is this far out of hand, especially when you're on the losing side of it. Even as broadcasters, it can be a little bit challenging to stay fully dialed in.
First pitch of the at-bat. Runners going. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Throwing the dirt for the good scoop at first, saves an error as the side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man. So here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Mookie Betts. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. And he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game. Digging in, Andrew Benintendi. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1, here it comes. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason why is they're swinging at all kinds of stuff that's not even in the strike zone.
So he punches him out and looking at the fastball. Andrew Benintendi becomes out number 2 in the bottom of the 9th. And that's in there for strike 1. Last strike now for the Red Sox. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lofted in the air out toward right center. He brings it in, and the Yankees will add one more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove from the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
29-0 the final tonight. The New York Yankees with the division best 104th winner. Tim Hill earns his 8th victory of the season as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. Nate Eovaldi allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
4 hours and 18 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Fenway Park, 37,755. The Red Sox and Yankees, thank you.